Hello, fancy gusto.
Tutte le sere sotto quel fanale, presso la caserma ti stavo ad aspettare. Anche stasera aspetterò e tutto il mondo scorderò con te, Lili Marleen, con te, Lili Marleen.
Oh, hello friend. Today I have some tropical Italians from Warlord Games. Have a few squads built up, so I'll plan on a mini-series doing different regions and uniform variations throughout the year. Might do a write-up as to how this holds up against the Wargames Atlantic kit after that. For now, I'm just going to document this variation from the North Africa campaign, keeping it short and simple as possible. Going to point out that the majority of colors are Vallejo model color, abbreviated VMC, with a sprinkling of unique colors of other ranges that will have their abbreviations listed below and around. Starting out, I like to use a base coat to complement a majority of the model. Since I'm going for a tan, the prime will be black-brown from Pro Acryl. Still a fairly unknown line, I find the paint is pre-thinned down correctly for brush and airbrush. It features a unique condiment-style twist top that doesn't clog like dropper bottles. The base coat, uniform helm, German camo medium brown. This has become one of my favorite browns, as it's close to a very old favorite of Citadel's Graveyard Earth. Its replacement or chart equivalents tend to lean too yellow for my taste. There's a very easy way to get this on. Take a lip or eyeshadow makeup brush, gently go around the uniform and hat, brush off a little paint, as we don't want it to be too sloppy or goopy, but we also aren't trying to do a dry brush. It's okay if we happen to hit the belts and straps, as we're going to paint over everything soon. Then any areas that need more coverage can be hit again with a standard brush. Harness, ammo pouch, gas mask, Puttee. Dark black green SS. Most people are used to a grass green drowned in black like Dark Angel's green. This is that, only an olive drab, one of my favorite base colors. Works great on tanks. Boots, rifle strap, helm strap, belt, and holster. Flat brown. When you think of brown, this is the color that comes to mind. It is the most brown I've ever seen, and it works perfect for leather and wood. The Helm Insignia, Warplock bronze. This insignia could be painted with the tricolors of Italy, but I went for a simple brushless only. One of the trippiest, unique grimdark colors I've ever across is Warplock bronze, and I highly recommend it for any grimdark painting. Skin tone, tan. It's been a while since I went over skin tone, and since this is a hot climate, we're going for a tanner complexion. This works similar to the Citadel's Bugman Glow, but it's way thinner. The game color line is supposed to mimic the more vivid colors of Citadel as opposed to the military drab of the model color line. Rifle and metal, black. This is the point the models are perfectly tabletop ready. You can stop here if all you want to do is play the game and hate painting. However, for those who wish to go deeper. Blacklining, the concept of picking out details, making them stand without having the colors toned down or drowned out in pools of wash. It's very simple, just thin down black paint the consistency of watercolor and go over things that need separating: collars, pockets, undershirt, helms, badge, straps, boots, the puttee, rifle straps, etc., anything of that. If the brush is overloaded or maybe it was a bit too thin and ran too far, we can always go back over the base coats and clean it up. Now that the base coat is set, the second phase of the plan commences by picking out a bit of detail and making it pop more through layering. The uniform and helm, earth. Yep, it's just called earth. It's a color quickly growing on me. It has the right amount of brown, yellow, orange tinge that gives it a honey-like glow that feels just right. For the helm, I'd recommend continuing using a makeup brush to get the color on without compromising the detail. Harness, ammo pouch, gas mask, Puttee, olive gray. This is a nice drab green that moves towards gray with a slightest tinge of teal. This was my test to see if it would work on a continental uniform. Boots, rifle strap, helm strap, belt, holster, red leather. Rifle wood, saddle brown. Helm insignia, brassy brass. Skin tone, It's a 50-50 mix of tan and Cadian flesh tone. Rifle and metal, dark gray. Still looking good, can always stop here, but we're going to go yet deeper. The highlight stage. We're going to focus on the highest edge of the details, making the character come to life. If you've mastered the makeup brush at this point, it could be a very easy way to end the stage. Uniform helm, khaki. Harness, ammo pouch, gas mask, Puttee, green-gray. Boots, rifle strap, helm strap, belt and holster, orange-brown. Rifle, a 50-50 mix of saddle brown and light brown. Skin tone, a 50-25-25 mix of tan, Cadian flesh tone, and light flesh. Rifle and metal, lead belcher. I've tried to find a competent line of metallics, but Citadel seems to really be on the top tier when it comes to a gunmetal. I try to place this in the areas that will see the most wear. Now we're moving on to the protection stage to keep all the colors in place. Varnish. Matte Lucky Varnish to be precise. With the last step, the almighty airbrush is king when it comes to this. The matte is ideal for historical drab military colors. I always enjoy how it brings everything together and I can truly see the work that goes into the model. Yet again, we are at a place we could stop, but I did do a few extra details, mostly around the face, I think really help make them seem more human than plastic. Eyes. Everyone dreads eyes. The last time I approached this was an older video of the US Airborne. I tend to do them in a few different ways. The one done here I find to be the easiest. You can do them at the end or the beginning, but the beginning, yet again, might be the easiest way to just get it out of the way. Taking a detail brush and lightly water down black, make a slash from top to bottom. One slash for each eye. I find doing them one after the other in quick strokes tends to yield better results. Then go back over, cleaning up the overspill of the white and black with dark brown, filling the face and back to the borders of the eye. Then we'll do the same thing for the base coat, filling back to the eye with just a little bit of the dark brown, separating the eyes from the rest of the face. Lips. There's enough room on models of this scale to put lips on. Focus on the bottom lip, as it tends to be the most prominent. Using a mix of 50-50 dark red or a light flesh tone, using the smallest amount of paint in a very transparent glaze-like method. If we apply it too thick, it ends up with a swollen lip, or it looks like they're wearing lipstick. Hair. In this case, we have Mediterranean men that usually have a slightly darker or black hair color. Under the sun helms, they're barely visible, and the brown primer already gives a shading. We could also go with a black hair with a bluish-gray highlight similar to the coloring on Superman. Eyebrows. Rarely seen on even high-quality paint jobs, but can still be seen to give expression if applied correctly with the eyes, much like the lips, in a very thin glaze-like stroke. The 5 o'clock shadow, the easiest out of all face detailing. Take a gray wash, thin down to a watercolor consistency, and apply a thin layer around to where a beard and stash would form. Now, I didn't use all of these on this project. They're ones I've used in some manner before. I like to go back over the model and look at things I could have done better. I think it's important to be critical, as that's a step to gradually improve, so let's take a peek. Great thing about photographs is that they are more apparent. A few areas that I could have gone deeper onto uniforms or areas I applied when tired or feeling like I was grinding. The best example would be the Puttees. The highlight falls short as I applied it with an overloaded brush, so it looks very sloppy. It can easily be corrected by cleaning it up with a prior drab green. Next time I want to try doing the tricolor on the hats. But overall, I think they turned out well. I still have more Italians, New Cadians, Battletech mechs to paint. I'm not sure which will come out next, so I guess it'll be a surprise. So I think I'm done here. So, go-away now.